This is D, and Less Stress for Life. That's what's up. We are coming to you with heavy hearts. The reason we're coming to you with heavy hearts is because we have experienced death. And not just death, but the number 2 cause of death from ages 10 to 34, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention. And what might that death be? Suicide. And that is a sad thing. You have individuals who are going through issues and they think that the only or the best option, the best solution is suicide. What are some of the reasons that individuals would even consider suicide? Oh man, there's so many. I remember this one brother coming up to me, talking to me about his brother who committed suicide. And I just asked him, hey, was your brother having woman problems? And the answer was yes. And then I asked him the next question. Was there some alcohol involved? And the answer was yes. It's a crazy thing. But you know, they say that suicide is the long-term solution for a short-term problem. I want you to know, my brother, I want you to know, my sister, some of these problems that individuals are dealing with are not short-term. If I was a swimmer and here I am, I jumped in a pool and there was some bacteria and I lost both of my arms and my legs, that ain't a short-term problem. That's a long-term problem. So I'm not going to say that it's a long-term solution to a short-term problem. But what I will say is that suicide is most certainly not the best option out there. For someone who may be considering suicide, I want to give you 3 reasons that you don't need to commit suicide. Just 3 reasons. Number 1, because of your influence. And something tells me that the reason why you may even be contemplating suicide is because of the influence of somebody in your life. It could have been a relative, could have been a brother, could have been a sister, could have been an uncle, could have been a dad, could have been a cousin, all kinds of things it could have been. Maybe a very, very, very close friend. Or shucks, maybe it was one of these celebrities that you thought had it all together. And he or she was your hope, your reason to live. And then that person committed suicide. Oh, what's my reason to live now? If he committed suicide, if everything was so bad for him, then I really don't have a reason to live. Let me tell you, you do. Because of your influence, you need not commit suicide. Another reason why you don't need to commit suicide is because there's something exciting around the corner. You're living in a day and age where there is all kinds of things happening. You need to be around for it. You need to be around for it. Added to that, shucks, once again, talking about your influence, you may be the very, very next person who comes up with the very next exciting thing. As bad as things might be for you right now, you may very well come up with the very next exciting thing. And I'm not talking about something that's completely unproductive, but I'm talking about something that's productive and that influences and that helps others around you. Stick around. And with that being said, where there is life, there is hope. That's the 3rd reason why you need to stick around. There are several reasons that you have to hope. Even if you don't come up with the next exciting thing, maybe your influence can affect somebody in such a way that that person can come up with the next exciting thing, which may be a cure for depression, which may be a cure for cancer, which may be whatever it may be. Maybe some legislator who puts laws into place that can help individuals in your situation. Or maybe even, you may be in a situation where, hey, there's nobody who will ever love a person like me. Guess what? That person may be ringing your doorbell in just a few minutes. That person may be hitting you up on Facebook in the next moment. Those are some reasons that you have to hope. And those are reasons not to commit suicide. And what are some real quick, fast things that can tie you into life? Your spirituality could be a reason to keep you moving forward and to keep you from not committing suicide. And what might your spirituality be? It may be the rock in my backyard. It may be the tree in the park that you visit every day. As for me, I go with the God of heaven and earth. Reason being, that little black book has given me much encouragement in my life. Another thing, talk to your friends that you can trust. I know sometimes we don't talk to our friends. We think, oh man, they'll think I'm crazy. If they can be trusted, talk to them. And shucks, if you can't talk to your friends, find a counselor. Try to find a good counselor. Try to find a good chaplain. Talk to those individuals. See what they can do for you to help combat your suicidal thinking. You can also talk to a medical provider. Medical provider can do something for you too. And one other thing that you can do is you can be aware of what you tell you. Because if you don't think you'll make it, then I'd like to tell you, you're right. But if you think that you can make it, guess what? You're right too. Be very careful of what you tell yourself. The very last thing I'm going to leave you with is a number that I found on the CDC website. And hopefully you can find individuals who will be able to listen to you and help you along the way, help you with the process of decreasing your suicidal thinking. That number is 1-800-273-TALK. 1-800-273-TALK. Or 1-800-273-8255. 1-800-273-8255. As I'm winding down, I'd like to invite you to like, subscribe, comment, as well as share. Additionally, I really encourage you to visit us at www.destressmethod.com, where you'll find additional resource information. That information, we hope, will be to your benefit spiritually, physically, and mentally. Well, that's all I got for now. This is D, and less stress for life. That's what's up. Peace.